So today we're gonna go ahead and review this book, right? I just finished it. As promised, I'm gonna do a thorough review of this, and I would say my only downside to this is I ordered 2 copies, and the first copy arrived with no cover. For some odd reason, it's probably Amazon, you know, to try to make you believe that it's the
COVID-19 coronavirus stole the cover.
So see, the same thing. I got 2 copies. The first one arrived with no cover, then ordered the second one so I can have a cover with it. And the first one I'm gonna give to somebody else. I don't know, maybe my friend out here, or somebody who's interested in reading it. But everything, as far as everything that I read it thoroughly. I read it twice. Okay, so you're damn sure I know what's inside this book. So you see what I'm saying? And this thing is not selling you. How you know it's legit, right? It's not selling you to get another book, or buy this, buy that, or become a member of this or that. So it's 100% legit. And I checked all the references that she mentioned, that Erin mentioned in this book. Even the 3 Alabama nurses who were also whistleblowers like her, and it's 100% legit. And the mainstream media, especially YouTube, is deleting many of these videos. There are many more nurses that were mentioned here in this book that were whistleblowers that told about the mismanagement, okay, of this New York, Elmhurst. And it's not just Elmhurst, it's all over the place, like different hospitals all over the states, basically. So, but the focus of this book is actually just this, the epicenter in New York. And if you actually do some deep research like I did, you're gonna find out that the hospitals all over the states, it's 100% corruption, man. It's not what the mainstream media, it's not what CNN, not what MSNBC and all these mainstream media news are saying about this COVID-19 is not what it is. It is not exactly what is killing the patients. It is the mismanagement of people, people who are not even qualified. Nurses who are not qualified to work in the ICU are put in the ICUs, okay? Nurses they just freaking work in the freaking office, they got put in there, and they are told to shut up, or they're gonna get freaking sent back home, okay? Their 6-figure pay are gonna get cut off and then sent back home. Okay, they're being threatened, not lawsuits or nothing like that, but they're gonna send them home. So so this woman, see what I'm saying? She was sent home after she did her first video about her patient who died, okay, due to mismanagement. So since this is a thorough review, we're gonna go ahead and show you the cover, okay? Undercover epicenter nurse blows the lid off the COVID-19 pandemic. And what I'm gonna do is this nurse also happens to be a Army combat veteran, and she served in the military for several years before becoming a nurse, and that is probably why she had the courage to speak up, okay? So she's the reason why you're seeing these names out here, because she's been trying to reach somebody who was in the mainstream. She went to different mainstream media. According to her account, she reached out so she can have a platform to speak out, okay? And that's probably why you're seeing, Dr. McCullough right there. So, I know some people will be like, oh, he's, he's a quack, he's a quack, But, if you haven't read this book, you can't really judge like that, man. You gotta see to believe. And I checked every single freaking sources that she mentioned here in this book, and absolutely 100% legit, you know. So we'll go. Okay, we're not gonna read the book. We're gonna go. I just want to show you the contents. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, so you know what to expect, right? You know what to expect. So there's actually two parts of the book. You know, the first half is you know, she talks about her life and her beginnings, like when, you know, how she grew up uh, in her family and whatever happened to her, you know, and right in the middle of it, she inserts her experience in the military. Okay, and that'll be like her personal life is the first half, and like with the army lifestyle right there, and then the second half is like the whole thing will be like, you know, the her experience basically in the hospital. And I do appreciate that kind of writing, because I wanted to learn more about her experience, and it actually satisfied me as a reader. You know, I wanted to know what happened exactly in the hospital and her experience. And you know, it's just one hospital that, you know, that this happened to, but I mean, I don't think it's only one hospital. It's actually more of them. And you know, as you can see, the book has a section of photos that you might find interesting. You know, there you go. You know, I'm not gonna show you the whole thing. I'll just show you, like, you know, some pictures that she shared, that her experience in Iraq. Okay. So she was in Iraq in like I think in 2000, what is it, 2003, I think 2003 or something, 2004, something like that. I was there around like 2005 or something, 2005. So that's her in Elmhurst. Okay. And as you can see, watch this. Okay, as you can see, if this was as serious as they say it is, then what are they doing posting like this? Okay, what is everybody doing posting like this? And see, look at that, no mask, no gloves. Okay, it's right outside, okay, boom. This is in Florida. Okay, and she was gonna do that Tucker Carlson interview. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and close this up, and we'll talk about the book. Okay, as I drive around out here, I'll give you more of my opinion of it. You know, I'm not gonna spoil it for you or anything. I want you to really think for yourself and really ponder what's actually happening out there. Okay, instead of just relying on mainstream media, you know, outlets like MSNBC, CNN, all these really simpy news media. And news is nothing but, you know, like news, NOOSE, and EWS is just like NOOSE. Okay, like a noose you tie on your neck, and you know, you lose your oxygen, lose your oxygen levels, and boom, you're a goner. Okay. So now I have 2 channels full of evidence, and you've been following me, what I've been posting out there since the shift of my channel. You know, I'm on my last strike. Okay, remember, I'm on my last strike in freaking YouTube, and if I get a strike right now, the brand channel and the original channel that I have, which is Ben Travels, I'm gonna get taken down. That's it. But the good part is I saved most of the important videos. Most of the important videos that I posted up there on Ben Travels and Ben Truth are all saved. Okay, they're all saved, and I'm gonna open up again, open up a new channel again, and I'm gonna have my channel. I'm gonna still have my channel, Ben Truth channel in UGTube. Okay, UGETube. I don't know how you pronounce that. UGTube or UGTube or something like that. And so you already got your first impression of the book, and you got your overview of what what it is about. So you got a scope of what you're about to read, right? And what I'm about to tell you is just when you're buying a book like this, there's always going to be this side of you that says, hey, this woman might be lying. Okay, this woman might be lying, so I'm gonna go ahead and check. So I challenge you, okay, if you buy this book, if you ever buy this book, I'm gonna challenge you to go ahead and check all her sources. Okay, whatever she claims, check out all her sources. Okay, like for example, she mentioned examples in the book, of a certain medical director, committing suicide. I'm gonna let you find that out. I'm not gonna tell you her name, but it's in the book, and she mentions her. And voila, you check check for sources online. You're gonna see it. You're gonna see it right there. Everything that she cites in the book has verifiable sources. So that's one, right? Number two is she has a solid, clean military background. Okay, just like me. She got out because of an honorable discharge. She completed her contract. Her contract was finished, and she got out, basically. So whether she got out of a medical discharge, that's still considered. What I'm saying, it's still honorable. Whether you got injured or whatever the hell, it's just as long as you didn't commit a felony or a crime, you didn't get in trouble for anything negative, then that should be right around general discharge or right around honorable discharge. And if she had gotten in trouble, she wouldn't have her nursing job. You see what I'm saying? And she has a clean record. She has a clean record of taking care of patients, of being a nurse. Okay, she also even started as a CNA. And a lot of nurses that I know personally in my life, they hate the CNA job. They want to jump right in. They call the CNA job as a pooper wiper or butt wiper or something like that. They want to skip that out, and they want to go straight into nursing. See what I'm saying? I even met some people in college that hated to be a CNA. I actually met this dude. Freaking, he studied to become a nurse, so he did all of the requirements, right? And the only thing that he didn't do, he said, I dropped nursing. I'm like, why did you drop nursing? It was like, it's CNA. They're making me do CNA. I don't like CNA. He's like, I completed all the courses. I got mostly A's on them, and I just freaking, I just switched. I just switched to biotechnology because I don't really like wiping butt and stuff like that. I'm like, come on, man. You completed the whole freaking sequence, the nursing sequence, and the only thing that you're missing is the CNA, and then now you're gonna he's about to graduate too. I'm like, what the hell, man? I can't understand people sometimes, man. Hey, this is California. You see what I'm saying? I'm living in California, so hey, crazy is crazy, man. California crazy. It's on a different level. California crazy is on a different level, man. There's crazy and there's California crazy. You see what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure you're already familiar with how the vibe is out here. Like there's some certain. I haven't seen so much weird people in my life, man. There's a lot of weird people out here, bro. And I'm telling you the truth. You see? And I'm an INFJ too. So that's my personality. And I can tell if somebody's lying and if somebody's not, man. So, I may joke around sometimes.
Stay 6 feet away. Social distancing. Hey, Mikey Pensy, go get me my Happy Meal.
Yes, Mr. President. I'll get you your Happy Meal. Would you like some fries with that? I would joke around like that sometimes. You see what I'm saying? It's just the way I am. Like in real life, that's exactly the way I am. I will copy someone else's voice. If I hear you talking, I can copy your voice. So sometimes I can, sometimes I can. And like back when I was in the military, we would joke around. It's kind of like that. Was try to copy someone else's voice and this and that and. So especially the drill sergeants back in the day. So anyway, back to the book, right? Back to the freaking book. So why I think that this is worth it, why I think the price that I paid for it is worth it is, you can't put a price on the truth, man. Even if this thing is freaking $100, I would have bought it. You see what I'm saying? I wanted to know what happened, and this woman spoke out. Okay, and from the resources, I actually researched this woman. Okay, she is 100% legit, man. I can't find any felonies on her. I can't find any freaking crimes on her. I'm talking about before she became a nurse and this and that, and she has a clean record, and she's speaking out. Okay, and she's telling you on the book that it is not what it is. This COVID-19 thing is not what they say it is. Okay, so who are you gonna trust? You're gonna trust CNN to tell you what this is, or are you gonna trust somebody who was there at the epicenter of this COVID-19 thing in New York? So you see, it's kind of like this, okay? If your car was broken down and you don't know how to fix a car, would you go to a doctor to get your car fixed? So it's exactly the same thing, okay? So if you want to know what happened, why not ask somebody who was there, okay? And what makes her side of the story extremely legitimate is she has video footage, bruh. Yay, SpongeBob, yay! You see? So how can you dispute that? How can you challenge that? Okay? They can't, bro. They can't, because video evidence is video evidence is video evidence. And I told you in the past, a video evidence is the only thing that the judge will go by if that evidence is shown to be correct. Okay? If it is shown to have shown what she claimed, and then it's 100% legit. It's 100% legitimate. It is going to be 100% be the basis of what the judge will do, okay, will decide on when the verdict comes in, okay, for the case. So it's not just her, she's not the only whistleblower, and this is what's good about this, okay? It means that not all people are crazy, okay? not all medical practitioners are psychos, okay? They're not psychos, okay? There's some sane people out here, man. There's some sane people out here left, So for the price I paid, it's definitely worth it, and you cannot really put a price on the truth, and it just is what it is, and that's what that's been the theme of my channel now, okay? So I'm gonna give you a little bit more information on the organization of the book. So organization of the book is actually half and half, okay? Half and half. The first half would be her childhood and her basically her life story from her childhood to her teens to she touched up a little bit on her teens, and how she was mentored by her grandma who was working at a hospital, and that's how she ended up being a nurse, and because she wanted to be like her or something like that. And it wasn't exactly like a nurse that she wanted to be in the beginning, and she only found that out when she joined the military. And first half of the book is that her life from her young years, okay, when she was a child, to teen years, to up to the time she joined the military, and up to the time she got out of the military. And then the second half is her experience in Elmhurst, okay, and the experiences of other nurses. You know, she shares with you in the book, you know, several nurses that had similar stories. They had similar stories. And she even mentioned that, you know, that exact similar incidents would have happened as well in other states, like maybe California and other, you know, in other states out here. And since the powers that should not be weren't able to, you know, put people on ventilators and kill them anymore, what they are playing with right now is the infection rates, bruh. You see what I'm saying? They're using the infection rates to justify the lockdowns. You see what I'm saying? You remember when they were like, oh, let's open up the schools. Let's open up the schools. Yay, SpongeBob, yay. And then they open up the schools and like, oh, let's test all the kids. Of course you're going to test them positive, idiot. You see what I'm saying? This is freaking common sense. I knew what they're going to do, man. And I mentioned this in the very beginning. Okay, in the freaking very beginning. Before they even opened it up. Okay, I told you before, they're gonna open the schools up. Okay, they're gonna test the kids positive, and some of these kids actually went on ventilators here in California, and I showed you evidence of that. Okay, I showed you evidence of that, and people have snapped out of it and were able to curtail some of these killings. Okay, so stay out of the freaking hospital. Okay, if you're sick, quarantine. That's it. Quarantine. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's, if you have to take a test, take the test and quarantine. Don't get on the freaking ventilator, man. I'm telling you, don't believe everything they tell you. You see what I'm saying? And I just watched a video of another nurse saying that, you know, hey, you might not be you might not have the COVID. Maybe you're actually having a freaking what do you call this? You're just having like a regular cold or something. You might be having something else. You see what I'm saying? You could be a false positive. You see what I'm saying? It's and what the nurses told. What the nurse said in that particular video is the patients are getting scared, and you know they're actually asking if they can get on a ventilator because that's what they heard. Okay, this was like 4 months ago that this video was made, and she said that's what they heard from the news. So you see, it's actually the ignorance of these people going in the hospitals. They were asking to get friggin' ventilated. You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's stupidity, man. I told you there's more people dying of stupidity than this virus. You see what I'm saying? That's what I told you exactly in the beginning, and is exactly what happened. You know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. We're living in dummy land where phones are smarter than people, man. Smartphones, you call that a freaking smartphone? Why do you need a smartphone for if you're freaking smart? You see what I'm saying? Smartphones, dumb people, that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Goddamn NPC right there, trying to freaking show off his bike. Guy look like a freaking demon too. Got that freaking tattoo on his face. That's what it is, man. Here in California, there's a lot of freaking drug lords, like, you know, roaming around, like driving nice cars and things like this. And you wonder why. Like, how can this this person get like a freaking legit job? You know, enough to pay for a freaking Maserati or something like that, or like a really nice bike. You know, when this guy has a freaking tattoo on his face. what kind of job can you know, can you get that He's gonna pay for that, okay? And of course, the dude didn't look like a business owner. I think that dude's a business owner, man. He looks like a freaking con or something. Probably selling drugs out here. Well, you know, that's freaking. That's what you'll get if you find a place where it's like lower cost of living compared to the other places that are quote unquote supposed to be safe. But nobody is safe from this freaking COVID thing, man. This COVID-19 thing is not gonna make you safe, you know. So, well, actually, it's not this thing; it's the reaction to this thing. Okay, it's their protocols, the hospital protocols, you know. Take a sip of water. Drive around a little bit. So right now, I do encourage you to go get the book if you're wondering, you know, if it's going to be any good or this and that. And it's absolutely just 100% facts, man. I can't find anything that, you know, she does use like some flowery language. I mean, of course, you know, you can tell the book is written by a woman, man. You know, use of a language is kind of wordy at times. You know, it's kind of wordy at times. But I would say, you know, you would be able to finish this book. It's really skinny. A skinny book is a, you know, for a hardback, it's really a skinny book. And what it is you can finish it in one day if you really start reading in the morning or something. Put in a little bit of reading and then eat breakfast and then you read again and then you take on your break and then you eat lunch and then you go back to work and then you read it again. You can finish it. Definitely finish it in one day. Even on a work day, man. Even on a freaking work day. You know. So how many? I believe it's like what 300 pages or something like that. 200, 300 pages. It's not that much. Not that much. The rest of it is like pictures and yada yada yada. Just some there's an epilogue and there's like an extra passage in the back talking about promoting some other stuff from the publisher. It's mostly the publisher kind of section, which they do include in books. Okay, you want to learn the facts about what happened there and what nurses experience firsthand, what RN nurses experience firsthand. Go get it right now. Before freaking Amazon freaking stop it or something. While everything is open right now, go ahead and get it, and then read it and get it over with. Get your facts and then run with it, because they're taking facts away. We're now we're living in a time where the new real is fake. The new fake is real. Evil is good, and good is evil. Okay. So it's like that. They're flipping things over. It's because it's the satanic way. Okay, the satanic way, bruh. Look at UN and WHO all wearing black. Peace out.